All right, what's up, guys? Chokosura here, and we're back with another Secret of Mana Randomizer Seed of the Week. This is number 219, and for this week, we have a Mana Tree Revival Seed for this week. All right, so before we get started, I do want to mention for those who are unaware that I am going to be taking a hiatus from Secret of Mana Randomizer for a couple of months, starting after the next seed of the week. So we'll be doing this one obviously, and then we'll do the next one as well, number 220, which comes out on Halloween. Once I put number 220 up on the channel, I'm going to be taking my break after that. So uh, there won't be a 221, or at least I won't be doing 221 anyway, and these beyond that for the next few months because I am a little burnt out of the Vando, and honestly, it's just time for a break. So yeah, after 220, don't look forward to any more of these for a little bit. I'm not quitting the Vando, don't worry. Um, I will come back to it. Probably, I want to say maybe late winter, maybe early spring, who knows. But I will come back eventually to do these. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know after 220, that's going to be it for a little bit. I am working on a project that I haven't started uploading yet, but once I'm like finished with it, then I will upload it. But you guys can look forward to that. I will also be uploading other stuff in the meantime. All right, so as far as this seed is concerned, we have 14 flags for this weekly seed. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. Starting off, we have a sprite start. We have restrictive logic as always. We have randomized boss elements. So the bosses are going to have randomized elemental affinities to them. They can cast spells of their randomized elemental affinity. Some bosses could spawn as non-elemental, which means they can cast spells of various elementals. So we got to be careful of that. Speaking of bosses, they are going to be vanilla. So yeah, the bosses are going to be in their vanilla locations. So we know what boss is going to be where. We also have disabled hints. It is what it says. No hints are going to be available aside from the hints at the Witch's Castle if we find ourselves over there. But other than that, there are no hints. Find both characters at current level. So all three characters are in the seed. We also have randomized character roles. So the boy, the girl, the sprite, their roles could be randomized amongst each other. The unique flag is not checked, so there could be a possibility that we have duplicate roles. So in other words, we could have something like 3 girls or 3 sprites or 3 boys or anything in between. It is also possible that some of our characters can retain their normal role. It's not a 100% chance to randomize them, but it is possible that they are randomized. So we got to keep that in mind as well. Highest chest drops. So enemies will be dropping chests nearly all the time. We also have faster weapon levels disabled for this run. So yeah, weapon experience is basically set to vanilla. We need, instead of 3 kills for a level 1 weapon, we need 12 kills, just like it is in vanilla. We also have enemy type status ailments. XP multiplier is set to 3.0, so triple XP is a thing this seed. Triple XP is one of the worst flags out there because while it may sound good, it may sound like a good thing that you get more XP per kill. It's actually not, because the enemies, of course, they scale right along with you. So you level up faster means the enemies level up faster as well, which means the enemies scale faster. So we definitely want a safe split here because we want to keep our levels low. We don't want to be killing a bunch of bosses unless we have to. But let's just hope that the seed doesn't last that long, and we can get away with, you know, lower level characters. But if the mana seeds are in ridiculous locations, or you know, if they're behind chains, then it is what it is, and we just have to save split accordingly. So definitely got to keep that in mind. All right, required seeds is set to random. However, the minimum seeds required is set to 5, and the maximum is set to 7. So we need 5 seeds or 6 seeds or 7 seeds to complete this run. Yeah, so those are the flags for this weekly seed. Uh, I mean, there's no hard complexity, no flamey drum and logic in play, so there is that. However, as I just said, triple XP is in play. Randomized boss elements could be rude. Um, we know the bosses are vanilla though, so we know what's where. We also have to deal with randomized character roles depending on what they are, and disabled hints. So we will have little to no help this run. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. Okay, sprite start. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so first thing we need to do is once we get down here, we need to check the starting HP because that will determine what our sprite's role is going to be. All right, boomerang start and 40 HP. Okay, so that means the sprite is himself. Okay, strength and thunder on the boomerang, not bad. Sprite is himself, so he will have his sprite magic as normal. And it's like I said earlier, just because it's randomized character roles doesn't mean that they're automatically going to be randomized. Case in point, our sprite did not get randomized, so he does have his normal role. Okay, power wrist and shield ring. All right. I'm gonna try, and operative word being try, I'm gonna try to be as efficient as I can this seed. But sometimes the randomizer, or the seed rather, won't let you do that. Alright, there's the wind seed and a bow orb. Okay, so wind seed in the bag already. That's a good start because there is a possibility that we need 7 mana seeds. So any 3 seeds that we find is a good thing. All right, 1,200 gold. I'm gonna go ahead and check the shop here. See what we can find, if I can equip my sprite with anything from there. Alright, what do we got? Golem ring and coon cap. Alright, we'll take the coon cap for sure. Raccoon cap is more cost efficient here. $550 gold for 21 defense is definitely more cost efficient than 13 defense and 750 gold. Although the Golem Ring does provide immunity to slow. So there is that. Okay, there's Shade. Speaking of randomized character roles, it also means that if your character's role is randomized to someone else's role, it means that they can equip armor of that randomized role. So for example, if we find the boy and he ends up with the girl's magic, then the boy can only wear girl-based armor, which means he can't wear stuff like, you know, headgear and spiky suit. He can only wear stuff like kung fu dresses and hair ribbons and stuff like that. Alright, let's see. We are actually going to cast 3 spells here and get Shade up to level 1. Alright, $100. And a spear orb. Okay. I guess I can peek the Tasnica shop. I mean, I don't see why not. We do need an armband at the very least. So hopefully there's one here. Oh, there is. Okay, Cobra bracelet, we'll take that, and spiky suit, we'll take that too. Alright, so we are looking pretty good right now. We got a full set of gear. We got Shade. We got a Wind Seed. We have Fight Magic. I mean, things are looking good. Alright, so Mara. Mara, Northtown Castle, Northtown Ruins, Santa's House, Ice Palace, Lighthouse. There's our route. Okay, nothing on Mara, go figure. Not surprised. Now what we do after Lighthouse determines if we find, say, an axe or a sword somewhere on this route. Especially an axe, because if we find the axe, then we can add in Dark Palace and Sunken City chests as well. Assuming we find the axe. Alright, $400 and a whip orb. I'm surprised I hit him from right there. Okay, there's the light seed. I mean, I'm not complaining. 2 free seeds. I can't complain. This is definitely a pretty strong start, though. I'm debating on whether I want to check the back chest or not. I probably should. Alright, 1800 gold. And that gold is probably going to be used for other characters, should I find them. Armor for them anyway. Because Sprite's fully geared, we're not worried about him. I might not even check this chest, honestly. Okay, there's the bow. Yeah, let's just go. I don't think I should check that chest. Now, I could be making a grave mistake, but I will deal with that when the time comes. If I get punished by not checking that back chest, then it is what it is. Alright, boom orb. Let's see. Ice Palace. I'm probably gonna look at Toto Shop just to see what's there. Because I do have money now. Okay, split. Split again. Oh, he's up here. Okay. I was trying to get that slime to split to despawn the slime on the right, but it didn't happen, unfortunately. But that's okay. Because he had already loaded onto the map. Oh boy. Dark Seed. 3 mana seeds. Shade. But no cutting weapon. I meant to go to Toto. I'll go Toto after this. Here I am saying I'm trying to be as efficient as possible, and I'm not being efficient right now. I'm really not. Why I said operative word earlier, being try. Don't you do it. No, get over there. I hate that guy. Sometimes he just blocks your way to the shop. Alright, what do we got? Circlet is actually worth picking up here, so we're gonna do just that. I'm gonna sell this Raccoon Cap. I think I'm justified in selling that here. Because now we have what, 50, 38, 44, 57 defense total. And plus 5 intelligence on top of that. So yeah, we sleep. We do Pandora Ruins. Let me take a look at this bow while I'm here. I don't know what's on this thing. Okay. That works for me. This seed is pretty much handing everything to me on a silver platter so far. 3 mana seeds. We have Shade. We have an Int weapon. I mean, what more could you ask for aside from, say, Luna or Dryad? But yeah, this seed is definitely... This seed definitely does have a strong early game for sure. Alright, Warface. Oh, are you light element, good sir? I think you are. We're gonna throw 2 dispels in. And that way we get Shade up to level 2. Hmm. No cutting weapon though. All right, Axe Orb and Luna. Okay, Luna's here. Luna is most welcome to join. I mean, let's be real. Luna is always welcome to join on any seed that you have a spite and spite magic. All right, so I guess we play check density here. We go to Guy's Navel after this. Pretty much the best thing I can do right now. We can't go to Peel Land. We don't have a cutting weapon. Well, we can, but we can't get through it. We can do the first 3 boss spots. So our main concern now is finding a cutting weapon. And hopefully there's one in here. I doubt it though. No. Okay, we did find a javelin, but a javelin obviously is not a cutting weapon. So yeah, I think what I do here is stand outside and level Luna up to 2 before I go in. Yeah, I think we do that. Assuming these guys have MP, which they should. It depends what's out here too. I need one more. There we go. That works. Alright, we go for the magic rope chest first, because I do want to save split these 2 bosses in here. Again, because we're running triple XP. Because as you notice, that wall face leveled us up from 1 to 4. Alright, sword up there. I think I just rope out here, right? Instead of walk down. Yeah, we just rope out here for sure. Much faster to go this way. Alright, 600 gold on Watts. You know what? I'm gonna save first. Like I said, I want to try to be as efficient as I can here. Alright, Tropicalo. Did. Oh yeah, I was gonna say. And this is assuming that there's something here, but I doubt it. It could be. Alright, we got a spear orb. Okay, the axe is here. Perfect. Alright, that's what we want to see. We grab this, earth seed, and we save. We can peek inside here, sure. Might as well. Ooh. Well, we can get inside, but we can't complete it because we don't have the whip, unfortunately. Okay, Axe Orb. Alright, he should be out of here. Yep. Okay, 4 seeds. We have the axe now. Now, there is a world where I go straight to Pure Land and check if there's a 5th seed there and 5 seeds are required. Speaking of 5 seeds, there's the water seed. Do I Pure Land here? We have the minimum. No, I think I go check Dark Palace here. That's a risky play. Because our chances of being in go mode are 33% right now, which is too low. So I can't justify going Pure Land right now. I mean, I definitely can, but I don't think it's the best play. But I need to hit this. There we go. Last thing I need is for these blats here to balloon me and waste 10 seconds of my time. Okay, this Dryad. I suppose that we can check Sunken City chest after this too. I don't see why not. Yeah, I mean our odds are not in our favor of going Pure Land right now. I can't justify it. I mean, sure, I can go clear it for the information of how many seeds we need, but I want to go there only once, or I would try to anyway. I'd rather check this. Okay, now we go. That's seed number 6. Now we go. Because now our odds are 66%. Well, 67. 2 out of 3 chance that we are in go mode. So we now Pure Land is a much more attractive play. All right, so before we go though, I am going to stop by Kakara and grab a walnut or two. Because it is vanilla bosses, and we know that Thunder Gigas is there. Oh, right, we have Dryad too. 6 seeds. Shade is level 3. Luna's level 2, I think. Dryad. I'm probably going to just level Dryad up to 1 here real quick. And I'll use it on the snake up here. I do need to drain though before I do that though. Okay, that's good enough. Stop to this. Let me see what element you are first. Ice. Okay, we're good. Okay. Reason why I'm leveling up Dryad here is so I have a backup elemental in case there's something here that's resistant to shade or resistant to darkness rather. Or, you know, either that or I could just flat out stick with burst here. But Dark Force is cheaper though. I get more damage out of this anyway. Can we sub 30 this? Uh, it's not looking like it, honestly. It might be a little tight. I think it's going to be pretty tight. Depends on what we have to fight too. And it also depends on if I need 5 or 6 seeds. Because if we need 7 seeds and there's no seed here, then we won't be done. So we can only sub 30 this, assuming that we need 5 seeds or 6 seeds. And if I can get through these bosses fast enough. But I don't think sub 30 is going to happen, honestly. It might be just above 30 minutes. Okay, no seed yet. And again, that assumes if I don't need 7 seeds. Okay, dark element. Okay. Yeah, I don't think sub 30 is going to happen. You still got 2 more bosses to kill, so. Yeah. It is what it is, though. All right, we got Thunder Gigas coming up. No seed. Yeah, sub 30 is definitely not going to happen. For sure. If I had the girl and speed up, maybe. But, ooh, are you non-elemental? Going three. You walnut. Yeah, he was non-elemental. For sure, he was non-elemental. All right, sword orb and the gold key. Okay, that's not a mana seed though. Okay. One. Oh, no, 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 no. We can't have that. There we go. That's better. And don't be draining for one now. It should be dead right here. Yep. I swear, Magic Absorb is so swingy sometimes. Like, sometimes you drain for a decent amount, and then other times you drain for like one or two. And it was level 3, so like I drained for one at level 3. What? Okay, no seed here. All right, so now we got to roll the dice. Okay, if we need 7 seeds, I think I'll probably just go back to early game. Maybe I'll go Witch's Castle for a hint. But if we need 5 or 6, then we're good here. Okay, we're good. Nice. Very nice. All right, so 32:47 is our time for the seed. Very fast jet seed. Uh, Honestly, there's not much to say about it. You you do your freebies, and then you go do Pandora Ruins. You get Luna. Go on to Dwarf Village. Killing Tropicalo gets you the axe. There's your cutting weapon. And then, honestly, you have a choice from there if you find all the mana seeds. That is, if you find uh, 4 seeds before going to Guy's Navel, you get the water seed at Kilroy, and then you have a choice. Now, I mentioned this earlier. Going to Pure Land at 5 mana seeds. Well, let me rephrase that. Going to Pure Land at 4 mana seeds is a huge risk. And you may think that, okay, the seed needs 5 mana seeds to complete, and I'm gonna bank on a mana seed being at Pure Land. But it's a risky play. It's a very risky play because you may need 6 or you may need 7. But at the very least, if you do that, if someone does that, goes to Pure Land at 4 mana seeds, then they will at least have the information that they need, however many seeds the seed wants you to get, whether it be 5 or 6, I don't know. But they'll have that information, and then they can go, check for other seeds or do other checks. But again, it's triple XP, so I mean, depending on where the runner goes, like I said in the beginning, this is a seed where you absolutely want to save split because you don't want to scale these enemies and bosses up too high. Not to mention, we don't know where the other 2 characters are, so you're pretty much solo. You take the route, I take your solo anyway. But I'm assuming that the other characters are locked behind things, so it may take some time to get the other 2 characters, who knows. But anywho, going to Pure Land at 4 seeds is a very huge risk. Now, of course, you can also go there for the information. That's fine too, at least to get Pure Land out of the way. But my thinking was, okay, I got 4 seeds, I got the axe, I have Shade at a decent level, I have Luna. Yeah, we can go kill the bosses, but I would rather look for at least 1 more mana seed. That way I feel more comfortable in going to Pure Land, because I mean, let's be real. There's a 1 out of 3 chance that 5 mana seeds are required, and you have to bank on the fact that there's a 5th mana seed there. So yeah, going there at 4 mana seeds, I don't think is the right play in regards to trying to finish the seed. Going there at 4 seeds looking for information is not a bad play. But again, I feel as though looking for at least 1 more mana seed is a little bit of a better play. Alright, so you get the axe from Tropicalo, and then if you check Kilroy, you find the water seed. So there's seed number 5, assuming you got the 3 mana seeds, which I think there were 3 mana seeds. Oh no, there was 4, because we found the earth seed on Elder, and we didn't get that until after we got our other freebies. So yeah, 4 mana seeds were free. The wind seed was free, the fire seed, no, I'm sorry, the light seed was free, the dark seed was free, and the earth seed was free. So 4 free mana seeds. And like I said earlier, you get the axe from Tropicalo. Well, you do Pandora Ruins to get Luna, and then if you go to Dwarf Village, kill Tropicalo, you get the axe. And then if you do Kilroy, you get the water seed, so that makes 5 seeds. So once I see that 5th seed, I'm thinking, okay, now the risk is a little less risk of going to Pure Land at 5 seeds. But again, what if we need 7? So now we have the minimum. If there's a mana seed there, there's 6. But again, if there's 7 seeds required, you still have to go looking. So I didn't think it was the right call to go to Pure Land at 5 seeds. So that's when I decided to check more free stuff behind axe lock locations. That's why I dipped into Dark Palace. We found Dryad, which helped out. And checking the Sunken City chest gets you the fire seed. So that's seed number 6. Now going to Pure Land is a much more feasible play, because now you have 6 seeds. You go there looking for a 7th, and you're automatically in go mode. That's just, that'll be the end of the seed regardless if you find a 7th seed there. But we didn't. So now your odds increase to 66.7% chance that you are in go mode. So those odds are much better than, say, 33.3%. So yeah, that's why I decided to go to Pure Land at 6 seeds, because the odds were more in my favor being in go mode than going there at say 5 seeds when the odds are not in your favor of being in go mode. So yeah, other than that, this was a very straightforward seed, honestly. Very straightforward seed. Um, the seed gives you plenty of power early on. It gives you 4 free mana seeds, as I mentioned. It gives you a free shade. It gives you Luna once you do Pandora Ruins, and most runners are probably going to do Pandora Ruins because it's 7 checks. I mean, let's be real. I don't. There's rarely a seed where you don't do Pandora Ruins, honestly, because there's just so many checks. 6 checks in Treasury is a lot. Plus the check at wall face itself makes 7. So, and then you got the girl, so that's 8. Um, yeah, there really isn't. It's really rare to play a seed where you don't do Pandora Ruins, honestly. But yeah, pretty simple seed, honestly, from front to back. You just go get your freebies, go get your free seeds, go get Luna, go get the axe, and then go check axe lock locations, and you find 6 seeds. It's just plain and simple. You go to Pure Land at 6 seeds. You level up your shade, and I really like the fact how I was efficient with shade, at least early on, because I used up every MP I could. Because we do have plenty of mana seeds, so we wanted to just get shade up levels so we can just use it to kill bosses. I could have also used Dryad too, sure, but Dryad honestly was the backup elemental there. It could have been the other way around where I leveled up Dryad, but we didn't get Dryad until later, so I mean, we got Shade much earlier, so I decided to just stick with that instead as my main element. And thankfully, we did not run across any dark elemental bosses aside from one. We did run across a red dragon that was dark element, so we had to use Dryad against that. Now, I can see a world where a runner goes to Pure Land at 6 seeds or 5 seeds, but does not get Dryad. They'll have they'll have Shade because it's free. They'll have Luna because it's Pandora Ruins. Now I can see where a runner goes to Pure Land and just brute forces that boss with Shade. You can do that, but it is going to be a little bit of a longer fight because the Red Dragon does have resistance to darkness. Well, this one does. So I mean, yeah, I could see someone doing that though. It's perfectly doable. But yeah, I mean, it could be a case of it's the only elemental they have, and that's what has to happen. You just have to spam Dark Force on something that's resistant to darkness. Sometimes it be like that. All right, so anywho, 32:47 is our time for this seed of the week number 219. I'm gonna go ahead and put my time in. It is Saturday as I'm recording the seed. You guys won't see this until Friday. So this seed is gonna go up on Halloween Day. The next seed of the week, number 220, is going to be released on Halloween Day. I will be doing that one as well, and that will be the last seed of the week I do before I take my hiatus. Seed of the week 220 won't be uploaded until the Friday after, so the first Friday in November, pretty much, is when you'll see that one. All right, so anywho, let's put in this time and see where we stand, there's assuming other runners have done this seed already. I don't know. We're gonna find out though. 32:47. All right. So far we have one other finisher. Got a 102.19. Interesting. Hmm. Anywho, yeah. So not much else to say about this seed other than get your freebies, go to Pandora Ruins, get Luna, and then honestly, it's just players' preference after that because it is you don't have access to hints, so you pretty much have to blind check everything when hints are disabled. But I decided to, stick with my formula. Freebies into an early game clear. Usually, for me anyway, usually yields decent results. And it yielded decent results here again. And then I just decided to say, you know what, I'm going to just check axe lock locations. On a seed like this, honestly, when you're running triple XP and you have no hints, you want to check pretty much everything you can that doesn't involve bosses. So pretty much all of the chests. I know we didn't check the back chest in Northtown Ruins, but that was a judgment call, honestly, because it's like I said in previous seeds. Sometimes I check that back chest, sometimes I don't. I felt as though in this situation, I'm not going to check the back chest, and if there's a seed back there, I'll get punished for it. So, I mean, I could have checked it. I didn't. It is what it is. All right, so anyway, that was the seed of the week number 219. 3247 is our time. I will see you all next time.